Okay, America. Let's start off with something a little bit more close to home for most people. And that's credit card debt. So, awesome, right? If you're not 18 and you don't have a credit card, you probably don't understand unless your parents are also being raped by the credit monsters. So basically, America has, I think, probably about 80% to 90% of our population is currently in debt. Which, just so you know, is a lot of people, lots of people are getting raped by the credit monster. So many people are in debt. And I'm right there with you guys. I know exactly how it feels, and it feels great, and it just makes me smile happiness so much. Just like so freaking happy, just like so many credit cards and other things I can just throw, which aren't even credit cards. But that's what it's like, because I just have thousands of credit cards laying on my desk. Okay. No, but let's get serious. So I have one credit card. I also have a MasterCard from my bank. For anybody who's stalking me, now you know. Basically, credit cards work like this, for those who don't know. You have a credit limit. You surpass that credit limit by about $1, let's say. Whoops, you fucked up. You bought coffee that one morning you shouldn't have. $1 over. All of a sudden, they're like, haha, fuck you up the ass with the credit monster, which is, by the way, a long pole and it hurts, and they charge you $40. So now they're mad because now you're $41 over your limit, and they're like, well, since you're $41 over, I think we're going to charge you another $30 just to make extra sure that you pay it off this time. So let's say you pay it off. You pay it off, you're back at your credit limit, but wait, you paid it off too late. So now they're going to roll on another $60 just to shove that thing up further and make it feel even better. Okay. So it's done. It hurts, you're in pain, and then they start calling you. They start calling you a lot, and it's really annoying, because they're always calling you, always calling, always on my phone. 30 missed calls from the same fucking number. Right. So they're calling me all the time. So I'm like, okay, I'll call them back, whatever. Like, talk to them. I call and I get some stupid recorded number. Same exact number that they leave in all my voicemails telling me to call. So I call and I get the same message, and I'm going back and forth, and it's like I call and then I call back, and then they're calling me, and then I'm calling them, and guess what? I'm getting nowhere with it. But you know what? America, nation undivided, nation under God, nation under God, which, by the way, now in Texas, they have made it so that public schools, that is high school, now have Bible study. Awesome, because that's so totally against our Constitution that it just makes lots of sense, right? Because our Constitution has this whole thing called, like, separating, like, church. Here's church, and here is state. So let's say, here, I'll use my electronics. Church, that's an iPod, and state, this is a crappy-ass phone. Okay. So here's church and here's state. This is how they should be normally. Separate. But here's what's happening in Texas, is they're becoming one. Just like the iPhone. Right? So normally we have music player, cell phone, church and state. Now we have iPhone, church and state put together. Now the iPhone's a great technical device, but for the purposes of this analogy, okay, this analogization is that Texas is like an iPhone, but a crap iPhone, because it's like an iPhone with a cracked screen and the battery's dead and somebody shot it because they like guns there. I know this is weird because I'm all like close to my screen and everything. It's mainly because my mom just went to bed. Anyways, so let me continue. I'll try and do it all my hand exaggerations in this small box area. Little box. The box is small. So check this out. A lot of people were super excited about like Batman and all this flying capes and bats and something about like playing cards. I don't know, dude. Whatever. That shit's weird. So yeah, I don't know, like all these people at work were talking about it. They're all stoked on like, yeah, we've watched bats play cards, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking? It was weird. Point is, it got like $66.4 million on opening night. Like that's a lot. Apparently, that's big, and that's weird because I didn't see it, and I don't really want to see it, even though everyone says it's like crazy good. Just never been a big fan of the bats, and card games. But anyways, that's pretty incredible, and that's really important for America's news because I would way rather hear about that than how in Somalia they're killing our aid workers. Because who really wants to know about depressing things like that, right? I mean, we're in America, aren't we? Right?